So we often have this question, is how long does it take to become an expert at something? And Malcolm Gladwell came up with the whole thing, well, it takes about 10,000 hours. Now, people will fight and argue on this, but it really works out to about 10,000 hours to get good at anything. So here's what this means. If you are an expert operator, so let's say you're a plumber, you know it takes, from day one you start plumbing, it takes an apprenticeship, it takes classes, it takes courses, it takes hands-on training to become a journeyman plumber. That takes about 10,000 hours on the job work. Now, if you have a really shitty teacher, you are going to become an expert at being a really shitty plumber, but you'll still become an expert at it. You've got a really good teacher, you'll become an expert in a really good plumber. It's all the same 10,000 hours. So let's think about this for a second. You're going to spend that much time becoming good at a skill, a service, or something that you provide. I don't care what it is you're going into business for, whether it's winemaking, farming, it doesn't matter. You're going to bury yourself in this to get the experience that you need to become good at that skill set. You're going to become a great operator. But let's say you want to become a good business owner that isn't just an operator. Well, the vast majority of people may spend an hour a week focusing on how to actually make their business grow. And it might be through YouTube videos, it might be through books, it might be through conversations with accountants or BNI meetings, something that they're doing to invest in their own intelligence and education to make the business grow. Well, if they do 1 hour a week, it's going to take them 41.67 years to learn enough to become an expert at actual business operation. Now,
hence they become part of the 80% that fail before it happens.
Because they don't know what to apply. Right. And when Greg and I go through this, we see a lot of people that offer courses on how to fix your vision and your mission and get your culture in place and all this stuff. And I call it learning from inappropriate teachers. You can learn from somebody and from people who've actually played the game at a completely different level and won it and have all the tools and showing you how to practice and how to move and what to say and what to do. Or you can have people that say, well, what do you think you need to get done? Okay, go do it. And when you say, what do you think you need to get done and go do it? People don't know. They don't know what they're supposed to do. And that's why they never leave that 80%. They never have a chance to become an expert at anything because they're not playing from the right toolbox. And we want to give you that toolbox so you learn how to play the game. And not only the toolbox, but how to use the tools. Because I can give you a torque wrench, but if I ever teach you how to use it, you'll probably use it as a hammer and still fail. So
I love this. I love this point Dennis is bringing up, because where we believe we're different in your best interest is many coaches are trained to, help you create a vision, tell you to create a plan, show you the planning process, but you create the plan, and then hold you accountable to execute it. That's generally speaking how coaches are trained.
And by the way, no other industry in the world outside of business or life coaches will you ever find that as a coaching modality. Nowhere.
Yeah, true. So where we like to be different is here, and we think in your best interest is the most important part. Of those three things, what is most important to your success as a business owner? Well, we could argue in circles as to if you only did one of the three, which is most important, the vision, the plan, or the executing. What we're saying is this: if you do all three, vision, plan, execute, if you do all three, then in our opinion, the most important by far is the plan. Because, it's your vision, you pick where you want to get to. We guide you, any coach will guide you on, how to create that vision.
How to create the plan.
Any coach can hold you to be accountable, but you got to do the activities. What's going to vary your result is the plan. Meaning, you got to build a marketing plan. Okay, great. So what's the vision? I got to get 100 new customers a month to spend $100 each. Great vision. Okay, plan. There's this book you can go read, or this YouTube video you can go watch. Make sure you go do it and go create the plan. Then I'm going to hold you accountable. That's great. You get all excited as a business owner. You run out your front door. You're super excited to create a marketing plan, but you don't know how. So we see this as a whole in the industry. We see this as something that you, the business owner that's 80% failing, 15% just making a wage, need and want. So you don't have to go running out the door going, how do I do this? We actually hand you the tool and provide it to you and help you fill it out so you can go use it and get the benefit in the very best way possible.
And then you go and practice it, and you're practicing with the right tool, with the right training, with the education, that then you become an expert.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing what Greg is saying here is that every one of our clients comes into a situation of business where they think they understand the terminology, what we're talking about. Then we teach them the proper terminology. We give them the tool to apply it. We show them how to apply that tool. Then they practice it. And the funniest thing is they go back and have conversations with other people they know in business. And the other people they know in business stare at them like they're from another planet because they get it in a level that nobody else can teach it because they're given the right steps to apply it. Greg and I will never do something for a client. That's not true. We have in the past. What ends up happening is you end up crippling the person because you're doing too much for them. That's why it's, here's the knowledge, here's the tool, here's how you apply it. You go do it and you work at it and we hold your hand the whole way. Because the worst thing in the world is to be left alone without an actual plan, which is what 90% of people in our industry do. It's you go figure it out for yourself. And by the way, could you imagine going to a personal trainer and you're like, hey man, I need to get more muscular. And he says, great, there's the bench press, there's the leg press, and there's the lat pull down machine. Have a go at it. Come back and tell me if you're tired or not.
And make sure you do it.
And make sure you do it and do it right.
Do what? What am I doing?
Without any instruction. That's the majority of the industry. It doesn't work that way. Hey guys, Dennis Tackman here, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you go to ForzaniClass.com. We've got the entire thing laid out so that way you know how to take your business from startup all the way through to sale if you want to, and the things to look out in between as you're going. Also, if your business right now is in a situation where it's just not giving you the lifestyle that you want or things just aren't going the way you want to, you need to fix it, ForzaniClass.com is also built to help you out as well. So check out ForzaniClass.com and we'll see you there.